Hey guys, in this tutorial we're looking at 4 ways to control your PYXIS cameras with ATEM Switchers so you can integrate them into live multicam workflows. Some ATEM Switchers can connect to PYXIS cameras natively over the network. Right now this is limited to the ATEM Mini Extreme ISO G2 and the Television Studio HD8 ISO. If you're using any other switcher, you'll want to skip ahead to methods 2 and 3. With these supported models, you can control the camera over the network and receive video feeds directly, just like a regular video input, except this is happening over a local network. Here's how to set it up. Make sure your PYXIS and ATEM are connected to the same network. You can use a simple network switch and set the IP addresses manually, but we usually recommend using a router which will set the IP addresses automatically via DHCP. Then you'll want to download and install the latest version of Blackmagic Camera Setup on Blackmagic Design websites. Then we'll start the app and connect the camera to the rear USB-C port and to a MacBook via USB-C. We'll allow the connection here, and then once it's allowed, you'll see it pop up in one of the cameras. Here it's there, PYXIS 6K with the USB logo. So I'll just press this button. If it's asking for an update, you should update the camera with the latest firmware. Then we'll head over to the settings here. We'll scroll down to network access and we'll turn on the web media manager. And this is going to allow remote control of the PYXIS. You can also allow file sharing, which is actually practical if you want to remotely access the PYXIS files over the network. Now we'll press save networking settings. The camera has changed its settings and it's rebooting, and we can now disconnect the USB cable here. Then you'll want to connect your camera to your network using an Ethernet cable. So this is exactly what we're going to do right now. Now the camera will show up again in the setup utility with this Ethernet icon, meaning that it's connected to the network. We'll give a name to the camera, so simply swipe from the right on the camera screen, go to Projects and set a camera name here. I'm gonna put PYXIS Test. Press Update. Then in the camera menu, go to Setup, then the third page ATEM Camera ID, and set your camera number here that should match the source you wish to connect it to in the ATEM. So here we'll connect it to ATEM input number 1. Still in the setup page, navigate to Streaming Settings, and then you have the stream page here, select Platform, and choose a stream platform ATEM Mini Extreme G2, which should be connected to the same network, so the camera will see it, and then start the stream. Once the camera starts streaming, you can launch ATEM software, and then in the settings, go to Sources, and instead of selecting an HDMI input, on input number 1, we'll select the camera PYXIS test that we added to the network. Then we press Done. As you can see, the video starts showing up in the multi-view in place of camera 1, and you can control the camera this way. So I can adjust gain, I can adjust iris, I can also adjust colors here, and there's more advanced controls here, saturation. Note that this approach should not be limited to PYXIS cameras. In theory, it should work with any Blackmagic camera that supports SRT streaming. For example, we've tested it with the Studio 6K Pro and it works there as well. The next methods provide alternative ways to achieve a similar workflow. If your ATEM does not support network video sources, there's another option, the Blackmagic ATEM Streaming Decoder. The PYXIS connects to the streaming decoder over the network, and the decoder then converts the signal and sends the video feed to your ATEM via SDI, which is also passing ATEM camera control back through SDI. Now, the big advantage here is that everything runs through the network, video and control. If the streaming quality works for your use case, you won't need to run any SDI or HDMI cable to the camera at all. Just a couple of things to keep in mind though, you will need one streaming decoder per PYXIS camera, so costs can add up. I know I'm not 100% sure HDMI camera control is supported. This solution seems designed with SDI-based switchers in mind. If you've got the budget and SDI workflow, it's a great fit, but if you'd rather not invest in extra hardware, let's look at option 3. The third option is our in-house software, Metal Control. As the name suggests, Metal Control sits right between your ATEM and your PYXIS and acts as a bridge. It runs on macOS and connects to any Blackmagic ATEM on one side and your PYXIS cameras on the other, both over the network. That means that no additional hardware is required and it will work with almost any ATEM. Worth noting, this feature is part of the Pro extension of our app, available as a one-time license on our website, but you can start a fully functional 30 days trial within the app if you wish to experiment. Now let's see how to make this possible. First, you'll want to make sure to activate the Web Media Manager on the camera using the Blackmagic Camera Setup desktop utility, as I walked through the process in the first part of the video. You'll also need the ATEM, the camera and the Mac all connected to the same network. Once this is done, the camera will automatically appear in Metal Control's left sidebar. Click on the camera PYXIS 6K here to pair it, and then click on its name to assign a camera number. So here we'll keep camera number 1. To connect to your ATEM, enter your ATEM's IP address in the Preferences page here. You can get your ATEM IP address with the ATEM Setup utility here, and then if you go to the ATEM options, in the setup page, you can get it here. So it's 127 at the end. So we'll quit this, and then here we'll press the proper IP, and there we have it. Once it's connected, you go to the camera page and you press the ATEM link button. From that point on, any change you make through the ATEM camera control will be reflected in the camera in real time. Let me show you. So we'll put Metal Control here, we'll start ATEM software control, and we'll put camera 1 on the right part here. And now let's open the live view of the camera here. And here we go. When we adjust the iris here, you can see that it's adjusting in real time. You can adjust the gain here. I can also adjust the color and more advanced settings here, such as contrast, saturation, and all of the usual settings here. We can have ND filters if the camera support it. Note that you can also adjust the settings here on the on the live view there, which is also possible, and it will also be reflected in the ATEM software. So the link is actually bidirectional. The ATEM link syncs everything together and brings your PYXIS camera into the standard ATEM camera control workflow. That means full compatibility with the ATEM software control desktop software, but also with the Blackmagic camera control panel and the micro camera control. So you'll get full camera control entirely. What makes this especially versatile is that you can also preview the camera feed directly on your laptop and build a custom multi-view with multiple sources. You're not limited to PYXIS. Metal Control can also support other Blackmagic cameras, plus Sony cameras like the FX3, FX6 PTZ cameras, camcorder, and so much more. If you're using the PYXIS with an APC-R or APC-R mini, like here, there's one on this gimbal there, there's a built-in feature that lets you control any Blackmagic camera equipped with a Bluetooth chip. This is especially useful if your camera is mounted on a DJI RS gimbal and you want to control both the gimbal and the camera through the APC-R over a single Ethernet connection. Now here's how to set it up. First, you'll need to pair the Blackmagic camera to the APC-R using the Metal Setup iOS app. Make sure Bluetooth is turned on, then you're gonna select your APC-R within the app, so here it's this one. And then in the camera, we'll go to Menu, Setup, Bluetooth, and we'll turn on Bluetooth. As soon as it's turned on, you can see that here it's gonna show up in the app. Here, select your camera there, and then press the pin code that is shown on the camera. So here it's this. The camera is paired and you can set your ATEM camera ID here. So we'll put it back to 1. Once this is done, you can connect your APC-R to Metal Control via the network. It can be done via Wi-Fi or Ethernet. And then click on it and check its camera number here. So here it's camera number 1. In the Metal Control Preferences page, enter your ATEM IP address here and press connect. Now, when you control that camera number from ATEM software, the commands will go straight to the camera. So there you have it, 4 ways to bring PYXIS cameras into your ATEM workflow, whether you want a native setup, a hardware solution, or a software-based approach. If you found a workflow we didn't cover, drop it in the comments, we'd love to hear you about it. See you in the next one.